Lord, is there anything else going to come up in my life? Is there anything else going to come up on the scene? I want to be able to maintain myself and be built up in you. Thou compact my path and my line down. Oh, compact. In reference in time. You know, giving me the direction. Which way to go. Showing me which way I'm going to travel. What I'm going to do, Lord. In this spiritual walk. So you compact my path and my line down, and are acquainted with all my ways. You are acquainted, but yet still thou understand my thoughts afore off. Even though you are acquainted with my ways, you understand my thoughts that are far off. And I need you, Lord, to take complete control, that I will not yield to the thoughts that will deny me of you. That I will not yield to anything that comes into my mind to make me or come against me to forsake the God that I serve. So I want you, Lord, to watch over me. I want you, Lord. See, David didn't know, like Paul taught us, to present your body a living sacrifice. So he asked the Lord to search him. But we that are today, that are living for Jesus, we are filled with his Spirit. We are filled with the Holy Ghost. The Spirit of God living in us. So David didn't know how to present that body a living sacrifice. But today, we have to know, we have to learn, we have to seek God, we have to study his word to show thyself approval. We got to be in the place that we are present our bodies a living sacrifice. I am going to deny myself to the things that would separate me from the love of God. I'm going to deny myself from it. I will say that David said, are acquainted with all my ways. Some things I don't know myself, Lord, but you know. Some things that I am not acquainted with of my own self, that I haven't got to the place yet. I don't know where I'm going to be 2 years from today if God don't be to call me in. Might be some things that I have to study, present this body a living sacrifice. I got to continue on. For he said, now, for there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knows it all together. You already know, Lord. He said in Isaiah that you know my thoughts afar off. You already know. But I don't know, Lord, what's going to enter in my mind tomorrow. I don't know, Lord, what's going to enter in my mind next week if I'm still here. But you know my thoughts. You know far. So I got to bring myself together to walk into the place that I'm going to present this body a living sacrifice. I got to do it. The more I pray, the more I yield to his will. The more I seek him, the more I study his word, the more I yield to his will. I bring my body under subjection. I bring my mind under subjection because I want to satisfy God. I want to please God. And I got to please him through his word. I got to please him. There's no other way to please him. The Bible says that he's going to reward to them that diligently seek him. And when you're diligently seeking him, what you see the salvation of him. He wants you to stand still and let God do what he has to do. He is all power, he's an omnipotent God. He is God, and there is none else. He says, now, thou hast beset me behind and before. What did you do, Lord? You set me behind and before. You came in and you put me together. You put me behind and before and laid your hand upon me. You laid your hand on me. It may look like I'm not going nowhere, but long as I have him in my life, I'm going to withstand. Say bye. Behind. Look like I'm behind on everything. Look like I'm not going to never get nowhere. Look like I'm behind in life, but I'm not behind in life. Because God predestinated this for me to go through. I'm not behind. Because just when you think he's afar off, he's right there. Just when you think God is never going to come, he's right there. But you got to put in your